Is everything okay with Lily?
Holden's a jerk, okay? Meg, I'm sorry, Holden's a jerk. He and Lily got in some argument because he thought some guy was coming on to Lily or something, and he left.
Is he on his way back to Oakland?
I have no idea. Well, the important thing is he left Lily all alone in Wyoming. How could he do that?
I should tell Iva.
Don't, Meg. Seriously. There's no reason to upset her. Maybe the best thing for me to do...
Anyway or anything?
No, I just...
Don't be too disappointed. You never know when I may come back to sample what Tonio's been missing.
Oh, my God.
Meg, what is it?
Oh, just hold on 1 second. I gotta check some noise downstairs. Hold on, wait.
Meg!
Oh, please don't. Please, no. Please. Oh. Oh, that I'm so scared.
Meg, what is it? What is going on?
It's James Stenbeck. Oh, Lord, no. No.
Meg, are you in there?
Oh, Tonio.
Meg, the door is locked.
I'm coming. Oh, that's okay. It's just Tonio.
What do you mean it's just Tonio?
Meg, are you going to open up the door or not?
It serves me right for watching the news late at night when I'm all alone. Look, I'm okay. I love you. I gotta go. Bye. Yeah. Okay.
Meg?
Okay.
Oh, that's quite a welcome home.
I've never been so happy to see anyone my whole life. What are you doing sneaking around downstairs?
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I was trying not to wake you up.
Oh, I haven't been to bed yet. I was talking on the phone with Holden.
You haven't been to bed yet?
Who is it? Who is it?
Nick Costello, Oakdale Police.
What do you want?
Sorry to bother you at this hour, Miss Stewart. I guess you heard about your friend Stenbeck.
Yeah, well, what about it?
Oh, I just came by to check everything out, make sure everything was all right. You here long?
Yes, but I'm fine, really. You don't have to
Sorry,
check it.
got my orders. This shouldn't take long.
Come on, I mean, they said that James left from the airport in a private jet a few hours ago. You think he's really around?
Yeah, well, we weren't so sure he was on it. Listen, why don't we take a look in the bedroom, okay?
Look, you're wasting your time here. I mean, if James is going to show up anywhere, it's going to be at Barbara Ryan's, considering her son's home.
How did you know that he went to his mom's place?
Oh, I don't know. I spoke to Barbara a little while ago.
Oh, yeah? I didn't know you were such good friends with Ms. Ryan. Well, we got somebody watching her. My job is to come over and check up on you.
Okay, let's get this over with.
Yeah.
The World Turns. This portion brought to you today by Zest Deodorant Bar. Only Zest gets you zestfully clean. And by Jif, the peanut butter with the fresh roasted peanutty difference.
I mean it, James.
Duncan. Have you a license for that?
What do you think you're doing, Duncan?
Well, I couldn't very well come in the front door now, could I, for obvious reasons?
You broke out of jail, didn't you?
I didn't belong there in the first place. We both know your ex-husband planted that evidence to make me look guilty, and you can help me prove it. But I think you should put that down.
No, I'm calling the police.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Barbara. Unless you're prepared to tell them you've been lying all these weeks, pretending Paul was at Camp Geneva and Hillsborough Prep when I know for a fact he was at neither place. I'm not surprised you thought I was James just now, since you've been in contact with him all this time. I believe that's called aiding and abetting a criminal.
And what do you think you're asking me to do, huh?
Aye, well, you've a point there. It seems as though you're between a rock and a hard place, doesn't it?
Can you believe it? I didn't even get the bed made today. I have to admit, I've been a horrible housekeeper while you've been away. Everything's just been, you know, so crazy with... Well, no, I'm not all right. I mean, you scared me half to death creeping around downstairs like you did.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I know you didn't mean to do it intentionally or anything like that. I guess I'm just a little tense.
Any particular reason?
Well, my mama's been sick.
I thought you told me your mother was feeling
Well,
bad.
now, she says that, but, you know, my mama, she won't admit how she feels until she keels over. That's why we've all been going out to the farm, and here we've been...
Meg, slow down.
I'm just excited to see you. And I have a confession to make.
Ah, I thought perhaps you might have something to tell me.
It's James Stenbeck. And they said it over the radio that he might be back in Oakdale, and I guess I just let my imagination get away with me, you know, and it made me really kind of nervous, and he's just such a terrible man. You worked with him at Walsh Enterprises, didn't you?
Yes, we were in separate divisions.
Oh.
Look, Meg, I don't want to talk about James Stenbeck on my first night home, all right?
Don't you want to finish unpacking?
I'll let you do it for me tomorrow. I've missed you.
I missed you, too.
I'm going to go take a shower. I'll be right back, all right? Tell me, Meg, do you always lock the bedroom door when I'm out of town?
Of course. No, a girl can't be too careful.
Yes, Tonio's been my accomplice here in Oakdale from the beginning.
Meg, the collar of this robe is wet. How did that happen?
Well, no sign of him.
Are you guys sure that he was even at my grandparents' cabin?
Well, we know somebody was up there. I found some hot coals on the barbecue.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, you know, what about fingerprints or anything like that?
It looks like the place was wiped clean, but they're still checking.
Oh. I understand that you're getting, you know, some records from the phone company to see who we contacted and...
Yeah, well, that's going to be a little difficult. The phone company's computers are down.
Oh, yeah?
But I don't think we'll find anything anyway. Stenbeck is too smart for that. I'm sure he's got a plan to cover his tracks without a trace. You want me to get that?
No. Excuse me, please. Who is it?
Emily, it's Tom.
Oh. Hi, Tom.
I'm glad to see you're being careful about who you open the door to. Listen, Kim went in to check on you and realized you weren't there.
Hello, Mr. District Attorney. I guess great minds think alike. I just came over myself to check up on Emily.
I thought you had the night off, Costello.
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody's going to have any time off until Stenbeck is found. Well, now that Tom's here, I guess you're in pretty good hands, so I'm going to take off. Oh, listen, if you see anything suspicious or you hear anything, you just give us a call down at the station, all right?
Fine.
Get some sleep. Night.
I guess great minds do work alike, all right.
Oh, Holden, come on, relax. Meg said she was okay.
Well, I didn't believe her, all right? It's just that I get this feeling that nothing is going very well back home. Mama, she's under a lot of pressure to start out with, and Seth, his wedding gets canceled. Now Meg, she's acting real weird.
Then go home. Find out what's going on just for a couple of days. You can do it.
Not without you.
You were going to go home for Seth's wedding, remember?
You're right, I was, but that has all changed now, hasn't it? Besides, I'm Logan's best man, right? If those guys want to go on a honeymoon or something, we're going to need to take care of things for them here.
Okay. But after that, then?
Maybe. Maybe by then, you'll be ready to go back. Look, not for good. Just to go back for a few days.
I can't face those people. Not yet.
Well, you won't be facing them alone. I'll be there to help you. We'll face them together.
There's this part of me that wants to go back just to prove to everybody that I'm strong enough. But then there's this other part of me that keeps saying, no, no, Lily, you can't do that.
Is it Josh?
It's Josh. It's everybody. I keep having this waking dream that I have to go back and face everybody, and they're all there. I walk into this room, and everybody's there. Everyone that lied to me, kept the truth from me, and lied to me day after day. And I have to face them, knowing I can't trust them, any of them, and it just makes me feel so empty, so alone.
Well, you're not alone.
You've got Lily's trust now, Holden. But the longer you put off telling her that you knew about Iva and Josh being her parents, the harder it's going to be for her to hear it.
I know I'm not alone. Because I'll always be able to trust you.
Well, look who's here. Wild night in ER, huh? Is it a full moon? You off duty?
Yeah, Justin, I'm so wired I'm never gonna sleep.
Oh, well, that's gonna help. You need some wine. Make you sleep like a baby.
Great idea. There's that place down the street. You wanna go?
Nah, I think I'm on a wagon right now.
Oh, come on. I don't think you can do too much damage with only 15 minutes to last call. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on you, Pretty.
Well, in that case, what are we waiting for?
You said that talking with your mother made you realize that you love me.
Yes.
Maybe you'd rather not love me.
Sure as hell wish I didn't right now. Look, don't listen to anything I say. I shouldn't be talking to anyone until I get things clear in my own head.
I thought you'd end up hating me because of what's happened.
No, I could never feel that way. I promise you. I just, I'm not saying any of this very well.
No, you're being as honest with me as you were with Franny.
I am trying.
I suppose what you're saying is that we can't build our happiness on the unhappiness of someone we both love.
I've got to make sure that Franny is going to be okay before I can go ahead with anything else.
Of course.
It may take a while.
What do we do first?
I guess we start putting our lives back together. Sabrina.
So that's the middle of the night.
I had to see you.
Is everything all right? Is your mother all right?
Yes, she's fine. She's sleeping, I hope.
You look tired.
I am. I've been up since 5 this morning working. I heard on the news that you identified James Stenbeck, that you saw him up at the Stewart cabin. My God, Sabrina, he might have killed you. He might have lost you forever. I had to see you. I had to know that you were safe, that you were all right. I love you.
No sign of Stenbeck at Betsy Andropoulos' place.
What were you doing out there?
I thought that he might be going after Emily Stewart.
Damn it, Nick. You know, you're getting to be like a loose cannon these days. Stop
going off on your own. And look what happened at the steward cabin tonight.
All right, so I jumped the gun a little bit, but I am the one that found those hot coals that proved somebody was out there.
You know, if Mac wasn't off duty, you'd be out directing traffic someplace.
Roy, any word on Duncan?
What about him?
He flew the coop, but don't worry, he's not going to get very far.
Well, you won't find him until he manages to clear his name, so I decided I would help him. I've already interviewed Emily Stewart and Barbara Ryan.
You did what?
Well, of course. And my sixth sense tells me that there's something going on. And what do you want to bet it has to do with Stenbeck?
Oh, this is great. Now I got 2 loose cannons on deck.
Cannons? Cannons? No, I'm talking about Emily and Barbara.
Look, I know. Look, we just have our hands full here, so why don't you just leave the detective work to the detectives, okay?
Because the detectives have arrested the wrong man.
Shannon, they're just doing their job. The evidence pointed toward Duncan.
For the 1000th time, Duncan has been framed.
I'm not going to discuss this case with you.
I hope Duncan is halfway to Scotland by now.
Yeah, well, that's fine, because we'll just extradite him right back here to America.
Roy, did you speak with the guard yet?
You mean the one who McKechnie assaulted? No, I was just about to.
Mind if I sit in?
That's fine. But you're out of here, lady.
No way. I am not leaving until I can convince somebody what really went on here.
Shannon, you can't go in there.
Why not? Of course I can.
Officer Costello.
Hello, Nick.
Stenbeck, let me see you immediately.
Nobody understands here. Nobody knows what's going on at all.
Hold on, okay?
Why can you be here?
Look, because I am Duncan's lawyer.
Yes, well, I am his... Well, whatever I am, I'm more important.
All right, Shannon. All right, I'll see if I can get permission, but don't you say one word because I will not be responsible.
I will be very good. I swear I'll be very good. Cross my heart.
Okay. Did you hear McKechnie escaped?
Oh, yes, I heard it coming in. I heard on Paul's radio. I was delighted.
Why? Because it makes him look guilty?
Well, that's the gravy part. The real good news is that you can eliminate him and all be in the line of duty.
Oh, now, wait a minute. I can't do that.
You didn't have any trouble with George or Doris.
Yeah, but that was different. You're asking me to commit murder as a police officer right out in the open, and now that Paul's back with his mother...
You do not worry about Paul. He is completely loyal to me. What about you, Nick? Are you loyal to me?
Yes, boss.
Yeah, that's very good. I certainly pay you enough for your loyalty.
Okay, Rogers, well,
I'm gonna have to cut
Maybe we
this
have a little
short.
peace and...
I'll meet you under the docks 7 a.m. Be there.
Okay. Why don't you tell us everything that happened?
Well, it's not much to tell. I was assigned to escort McKechnie from the holding cell to one of the maximum security lockups downstairs.
Ironically, we decided to do that for his own personal protection.
Well, I guess I turned my back on him for a split second.
Is that when he hit you with the leg to the iron bed?
Yeah, those things aren't supposed to come apart.
It was due to a little demolition work that the prior tenant did on the bed. Nothing to do with McKechnie. Anyway, did he say anything that would give us any idea what his plans are?
I just heard him say he hated to do this, and then whack, and I was out. No, wait. Just before everything went black, he muttered, "If the police aren't going to find Stenbeck, I'll bloody well have to." I think those were his exact words.
Okay. Thanks, Rogers. Look, I want you to go home, and I want you to get some rest. That's an order. Okay. Good luck, Mr. McKechnie. Hey, maybe we can get 2 birds with 1 stone. Find one fugitive, we found them both. Hey, Shannon. Look, if McKechnie gets in touch with you, I would like you to let us know.
You want to use me as bait? No way!
Shannon, this is not a game. Duncan was arrested on suspicion of murder. Now, I know the evidence is a little too neat.
A little?
But he did not help matters by escaping, and he just compounded things by assaulting an officer of the law. Duncan is in serious trouble, and there's just no 2 ways about it.
You will admit this is the last place the police would come looking for me, considering your, shall we say, antipathy towards me.
And you should know that there's a policeman down in the lobby.
Oh, well, in that case, I feel quite safe, don't you?
Why don't you just go back to Scotland where you belong, Duncan?
Not until I've cleared my good name.
Well, I can't help you there.
You can help me bring down your ex-husband?
No.
What's Stenbeck holding over your head?
Nothing. I haven't seen or talked or heard from James.
Is it Paul?
Paul is safe and sound and asleep in the next room.
Aye, but where's he been half the summer? I'm surprised at you, Barbara. The last time your son was kidnapped, you were willing to fight back. What's changed?
Nothing's changed.
Well, then why won't you help me? Is it because you hate me as much as you do Stenbeck?
That's not possible. But I'll tell you what I told your girlfriend earlier. I can't help you because I don't know anything, Duncan.
My girlfriend?
Yes. Yes, dear Shannon was here.
Just a minute, honey.
Hi, what are you doing up?
I thought I heard you talking to someone.
Oh, no, I was just on the phone with Hal.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear the phone ring.
I called him. I didn't mean to wake you up.
No, you didn't. I was up thinking about stuff. Thought I'd make some hot chocolate. You want some?
Yeah, I'll be out in just a second, okay?
Hey, listen, Mom. I know how you hate Lana, Hal, and everybody about me being at camp in Hillsboro when you know I was really with Dad at Stewart's cabin. I'm really sorry to put you on the spot like that.
It's okay, honey. I love you. It's okay.
I'll get the hot chocolate.
All right, I'll be out in a minute.
So, out of the mouths of babes, the truth.
When I feel lonely, I put on this robe to feel closer to you.
Meg, is there something you're not telling me?
No? I just missed you, so. No, don't get it. Don't get it. Don't go away. Come on. Come on.
At this hour, it could be an emergency. It could be your mother.
Oh, I hadn't really thought of that.
Hello?
Enjoying being at home with your young, sexy bride?
Just a minute. This is a business call, Meg. I'll take it downstairs.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was just leaving anyway, because I wanted to get champagne to celebrate your homecoming.
The police are looking for you everywhere.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about.
Well, I'd be worried if I were you, James.
Meet me under the yacht club dock. Half an hour.
No, that's not possible.
Listen, Reyes, when I say jump, you say how high. Be there. Same place we met last time. You understand?
James, I just got home. If I leave now, Meg will be suspicious.
Trust me. If you say it's an emergency, I promise you, Meg will understand.
Been brought to you today by the dentist's choice for fighting cavities, Crest with Floristat, and by Comet. For your modern surfaces, today's Comet. Of As the World Turns.
Paul tucked safely into bed. You must be relieved to have him home.
You don't care about Paul or about me.
Believe it or not, Barbara, I have a great deal of sympathy for you. Stenbeck might as well be holding a loaded gun at your head. You best not leave this lying about, especially with the boy in the house.
So what are you going to do now? Go to the police? Tell them everything? Just because James was over the Stewart cabin doesn't mean that he's the Falcon. Or that he killed Captain Cromwell. And it's your word against mine, Duncan.
No need to get on your high horse. I have no love for the police, and I'm not going to expose your lies either.
Oh, well, that's big of you. Now, why didn't you just get out and leave me alone?
Because you need me, and that boy needs me. And I need you.
Oh, I've just heard about enough of this.
There is only one solution to this, Barbara, and you know it. Stenbeck caught, convicted, and hanged. You and I are in this together now, Barbara. All the way.
I suppose everyone's asleep. I'm glad. My parents have been wanting to talk to me. I haven't felt quite up to it yet.
I've been putting it off myself. Got to talk to them, though. Try to explain what happened, why, make some sense out of it. For me as well as for you and Franny.
Have you?
made sense of it, I mean.
Oh, beginning to understand that I feel almost too much responsibility for everyone's happiness.
What about your own?
Well, since I was 16 years old and my father died, I haven't really thought about that much.
But that's wrong.
Is it? If I'd gone and done what I wanted to do, it all might have fallen apart.
What would have fallen apart?
Everything, the farm, my family.
You really believe that, don't you?
Yes, I do. I have for a long time. You see, I've trained myself to...
To ignore your own needs, yes?
Yeah. That's why I wouldn't allow myself to admit that I was falling in love with you. It wasn't right.
No, I don't believe it wasn't right. I don't believe that that sort of self-denial is ever right.
I had a responsibility to Franny. I made a commitment to her. You see, I've had such big responsibilities all my life. If at 16 I'd listened to what I wanted or needed, I might have just walked away from those responsibilities. So I've learned not to listen. That's why I honestly didn't know I was falling in love with you.
Loving me has only made you unhappy.
I can't be happy, Sabrina. If people that I care about are hurting, you see, it's like a battle that's going on inside me. Love and happiness and you on one side and commitment and responsibility on the other.
Sad.
Do you understand at all what I've been saying?
I only understand that you're miserable. And that is because of me, and that's the last thing I wanted to happen. I think perhaps now that I've finished the mural, I should go back to England.
No.
For why, anyway?
No, I can't let you go.
It's tearing you apart. I can't watch that happen.
Be patient with me. I'll talk to your folks tomorrow. You realize that they may not approve.
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters as long as you want me.
I do want you. I love you.
I love you. What are we going to do?
I don't know. I wish I did for both our sakes. But I do know that I'm never going to let you go.
You're keeping something from me, Holden?
I've been waiting for the right time. Ever since we got to Lance Creek to tell you this, and...
Does this have something to do with Iva? And Rod and all that?
Lily, I knew. I mean, I knew everything. Long before you found out.
You said...
I know what I said, but I just want you to know...
You lied to me! I don't want to hear any of this!
I wanted to tell you the truth, all right?
But it's easier to lie, isn't it?
No, that's not it at all. Will you just listen to me? It wasn't my place to tell you.
Your place? Your place?
Iva had to be the one to tell you. I begged her to tell you. I even threatened to tell you myself,
So
but
why
she just
didn't you tell me the first night you came out of here, before Dusty left that night?
Because I couldn't.
You lied to me. No. You're just like everybody else back there. I thought I could trust you. I don't want anything to do with you to stay with.
Don't you run away from me, all right? You're a part of me.
I don't want to be a part of you. I don't want to be a part of you. I don't trust you. I want somebody I can trust. Like Dusty. I can trust Dusty. Dusty never lied to me.
Lily! Lily.
Hold it. Hold it. Oh, God. It's okay. You were just having a bad dream. I came down here to give you a blanket because it was getting cold, and you were calling my name. Are you okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just having a bad dream.
A bad dream? Now I'm giving you nightmares?
It's funny, I don't even really remember what it was about.
You better get back to sleep.
No, I don't want to go back to sleep. I don't want to have any more bad dreams.
Maybe I can help. I'll stay here, chase all the bad dreams away, wait till you fall asleep.
Veritas.
Oh, I can tell when you're relaxed. You always start to wax poetic in Latin.
Hey, I can wax poetic in several languages.
I know. Did you ever get a hold of Lila?
No. John says she called after we went to the yacht club. I've been trying her night and day, and she's always rehearsing with this arranger guy who I talked to on a foreign phone this morning.
Ooh, I think the little green-eyed monster just sat down at this table.
Well, you may have green eyes, honey, but you're no monster.
Oh, thanks. Does that mean you've forgotten and forgiven our, oh, how did you put it, our so-called relationship?
Not forgotten.
Forgiven?
Let's just say it's a page out of the book of life. See, poetic again.
Right. I think I'm gonna have another. Want to go to my place?
I think one's my limit. I'm still reeling from the other night at your place.
Well, in that case, oh, my bed is gonna feel so good tonight.
Not mine. I think the residence dorm is designed to minimize sleep. I think I really spoiled it a lot. What kind of flowers do you think I ought to get her for opening night?
Why don't you just tie a big red ribbon around yourself and show up at a dressing room door? I guarantee you that's what she wants.
I don't think so. Listen, I'll get this one.
Thanks. Casey, what happens if Lila's a big hit, decides to stay in New York and make singing her career?
Haven't given it much thought.
Haven't you?
Nope. Guess I'll cross that lonely bridge when I come to it.
And I'll be waiting on the other side to make you less lonely.
It's just what I needed. It's gonna be a long, hard night, Emily.
I could make some more.
No, thank you. No, I have work to do.
Hey, thanks for coming all the way out here to check up on me.
Well, the next time you decide to take off, why don't you let somebody know?
Okay. Look, Bob and Kim were sleeping, and, well, they tried to talk me out of it anyway.
And with good reason. Why did you, come back out here anyway?
I needed to be alone.
And so instead you get me hanging around asking a lot of questions. Listen, if you're worried about Stenbeck coming back, maybe you shouldn't stay.
No, I'm okay. And anyway, Officer Costello said he'd keep an eye on things for me.
Mm-hmm. Listen, if Officer Costello shows up again, I want you to give me a call. I'm going to give you a number here for the 24-hour answering service at the DA's office.
Why? What are you checking up on him to see if he's doing his job or something?
Well, let's just say that Costello has a way of taking matters into his own hands. He's still a little wet behind the ears, and I don't want him messing this case up. So if he shows up, call. Promise?
Promise.
Good.
Tom, thanks again for being concerned. But I really don't think that James is going to bother me now.
Emily, I think you know James better than that. He doesn't like to lose. You walked out on him. He wants to get you back.
Come on, he had his chance. He was in Oakdale for weeks, right?
You loved him, didn't you? Hey, listen. You're not the first one. Barbara fell hard for him. She left me standing at the altar to run off and marry James.
Yeah, I know all about Barbara and James, really.
And you know about Lucinda.
Yes, I know.
Why don't you talk to Margot? She has some stories that make your hair stand on end. Ask her. It'll be a sure cure.
I'm cured. I'm cured.
Well, let's hope so. For your sake. James Stenbeck can be a deadly addiction.
And anyway, Tom, if he was on that jet at the airport, we'll probably never see him again, right?
One thing I know for sure. We haven't seen the last of James Stenbeck. Good night.
Good night.
Well, I take it that your bride was very understanding about your late-night business meeting. She was understanding, wasn't she?
I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah, well, Meg's clever. Very clever girl. Clever enough to get you to sign over half your assets in your prenuptial agreement.
What do you want, James?
Oh, come on now. I thought you'd be in a much better mood after Meg's enthusiastic welcome. I mean, she was enthusiastic, wasn't she? Tonio? Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I'm leaving town for a while. And don't worry, I'll be in touch. In the meantime, I want you to buy up all the Walt stock that you can with that list that I gave you.
Yes, well, that's getting difficult. After buying small lots are going to cause fluctuation in the market, and that will alert Lucinda.
Fine, buy in small lots.
But what about the money?
Well, you get all you need from Juro Associates. You have a legitimate excuse for dealing with them since you took over Craig's Montgomery's company. Come on, Tonio, don't look so glum. You're getting well paid. Think of all the fun you're going to have when you see your old friend Lucinda dethroned when we take over her company next year at the stockholders' meeting.
You'll never get away with it, James.
If you're so damn smart, why am I giving the orders?
Is that all?
No, that's not all. If I ever feel that you're not doing your best for me, I make one phone call to the police, anonymously, of course, and inform them that you're my contact here in Oakdale. You'll face a prison sentence. Or maybe you'll go back to Montega and face a firing squad. Now that I think about it, little Meg is very sexy in black.
Nothing like a shower and a shave to make the day look brighter.
Oh, it's the sun that makes it brighter, Duncan.
Aye, and it's going to be a fine day.
Well, Paul gets up very early.
Don't worry, I'll be long gone, Lassie.
To where?
I don't think you should be burdened with that information.
Oh, terrific. You break in here in the middle of the night, then you leave at the crack of dawn without a forwarding address.
That's the way it has to be for
I
now.
hope you break your neck.
I'll be in touch. Don't worry, now that I know that you and Paul are my direct connection to Stenbeck. Oh, and don't attempt to call the police unless you're determined to be prosecuted for aiding and abetting a fugitive. Or should I say fugitives, plural. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Oh. Yeah, honey.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? You're up early?
Yeah, the sun was pouring in. I forgot to put down the shades.
Oh.
Ma, I was thinking about school.
School?
Yeah, it's my senior year. I've already missed the first few weeks. I think it'd be a good idea if I went down and enrolled today.
I think that's a great idea. Oh, I'm so glad you're home.
Mom, we're gonna be all right, aren't we?
Yeah, we're gonna be just fine.
I'll get that. It's probably Officer Sullivan.
Okay, you offer him some coffee, all right? He's been down the lobby all night long.
You got it.
All right. If they find out you have been cooperating with James, you could be brought up on charges yourself. And then what would happen to Paul? You'd lose him.
Honey, come on in.
Good morning, Barbara. I'm sorry to drop by so early, but I have a few questions that I need to ask Paul, and since he's a minor, I'm going to need your okay.
Good morning. Got, eggs, just the way you like them. And, thank you. And opened up to the stock market report. Coffee, a rose, and me. Can I get you anything else?
Well, champagne last night, and now this. You know, Meg, they say that when a man brings his wife flowers, it means he's guilty about something. I wonder if the same holds true for wives.
What would I have to be guilty about?
Why don't you tell me?
Come on, I told you why the place was such a mess, because I've been out at the farm so much. But now that you're back...
Now that I'm back, things will be different, right?
Yes, of course they will.
Well, things were certainly different last night, weren't they?
What do you mean?
I mean right here in our bed, Meg. It wasn't exactly a passionate homecoming, was it?
I told you that I have been tense lately. With everything going on, I mean, my mama's been sick. Seth and Franny have called off their wedding.
Meg?
You running away on this mysterious
Meg?
business meeting.
Have you been unfaithful to me while I've been gone?
I just wanted you to know that I'm going to leave town until things cool down.
Well, what about me?
You'll be just fine. You stay here and be my eyes, my ears.
I'll be a sitting duck.
No, you won't. You'll be fine. As long as you don't make any more stupid mistakes like blundering into Ellen Stewart's cabin. Nick, you almost blew your cover.
Well, what if Paul decides to come forward?
Paul won't do a thing. He's my son, and he loves me. And he doesn't make stupid mistakes.
I just don't like it, boss.
Listen, everything's going to be just fine. Now, Lucinda won't say a word, because she's afraid I'll do away with Mr. Montgomery. Oh, Barbara's been aiding and abetted for a criminal. And she's afraid she'll lose Paul. And Emily loves me. In the end, she's going to do exactly as she's told.
So when do you plan to come back and finish things up?
As soon as the dust settles down. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna settle up all my old scores. And I'll take Paul and Emily away with me.
And me?
You? Nick, don't you worry. You're a very integral part of my plan.
I don't know, boss. I just get the feeling people are starting to get suspicious about me. They're sniffing around and... Boss? Boss!
Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations. Ladies' Handbags and Belts by Oscar de la Renta. This is Dan Regent, inviting you to join us again Monday for the Emmy Award winner, As the World Turns.